Okay, as you can see, I got my I voted sticker, and I'm going to say how I voted here in Massachusetts. In my area of Massachusetts, there were three races that were where the candidates were unopposed, where the incumbents were unopposed. My sheriff, who was a Republican, unfortunately, I had to vote for him since there was nobody opposing him. Same thing with my congressman, who is a Democrat. I voted for him since there was no opposition, even though I don't really like my congressman that much right now. My state senator, same thing. I voted for her, even though I don't really like her, and she's a Democrat. And there was no opposition. My state rep, I actually like my state rep. My state rep is great, and I don't like the opposition to my state rep. I don't like the guy running against her, so I voted for my state rep. My state rep supported Bernie Sanders in the primary, which leaves us with the presidential choice. I'll talk about that later. Let's talk about the ballot questions that were on the ballot. There was a ballot question about casinos. Question 1 voted no. Question 2 on charter schools voted no. Question 3 on meat voted yes. Question 4, legalization of marijuana, voted yes. And that leaves us with the big question about the President of the United States. How did I vote? Did I vote for Hillary, the queen of corruption, or did I vote for Trump, the proto-fascist? Neither! I didn't vote for either one of those two. that's like that's like Vizzini in the Battle of Wits and the Princess Bride choosing between the two goblets, and they're both poisonous. That's what it's like. I know I didn't vote for either one of those two. And I didn't vote for Gary Johnson either. I think he's an idiot who doesn't know anything about foreign policy. I don't like his domestic policies either. So I just didn't vote for him. Which leaves me with one other candidate, Jill Stein, the Green Party candidate. Yes, I voted for her.
Oh, that's a wasted vote. Oh, it's like a Trump vote.
Oh, no, it's not. It's a vote of principle. It's a vote of accountability for what happened with the Democratic primary. That's why I voted for her. I voted for her because she was the only one that went to the Dakota Access Pipeline and stood by the people there. I voted for her because she was the one that was most selfless in regards to the Louisiana victims, the flood victims there. I voted for her because I actually met her when she was running for governor once here in Massachusetts a couple of times. I met her, and I actually think she's a nice person. And I don't care about the fact she has no experience. I voted for her anyway. I like her. Don't know if I really like her VP pick, though. He's more liberal than I am. Well, there were some things I did like about him, though. But I really didn't like Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. They both suck. It really stinks. It's like choosing between which poison are you going to drink. And basically, we're damned either way, no matter which one of those two gets in the White House. And when I watch the results, it's going to be like I'm watching which nightmare I'm going to be choosing that's going to get into the White House for the next 4 years. That's what it's going to be like. It's going to be like wondering which horror film I'm going to pick to watch. Sheesh. I mean, it's scary, the idea of either one of those two getting into the White House. And I actually think that there's a good chance the Green Party might get the 5% necessary to get funding this time around. I mean, the duopoly sucks. And the majority of people voting in the duopoly are only voting that way because they hate the opposition. So that's why I voted for Jill Stein. And I don't live in a swing state, so I feel safe that my vote won't impact the election that much. So Yeah, and it felt good too. I felt pretty good voting for Jill Stein. Felt like I stood by my principles. I guess I voted my conscience, yeah. So, yeah, I'm happy I voted for Jill Stein. I hope my vote counted too. I don't know if my vote counted when I voted for Bernie Sanders in the primary, considering that Massachusetts was rigged for Hillary. But we'll see how things go with this election. Which one of the two dictators is going to get into the White House? Ugh. Oh man, we're damned either way. And that's it. Imagine Peace signing out.